What's up, everybody? This is That Brown Bat, and we are back here once again to finish off, or to finish up, the Forbidden Fortress. I forgot about it. So, a couple things are different. What is different? The floor, the mountains. How does that different? It is now Sahara Square, but I modded it to be dirt, realistic dirt, even though the repetitive pattern is very close together. But when you're on the ground, it looks fine. So, as you're seeing here, I themed all, and what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm converting the towers back to the Halloween town, or Jack Scare, whatever it's called, Nightmare Before Ever. I don't know why I said what I said, but I'm theming the towers back to that. You've seen it in previous episodes of this. So this is a lengthy video, and hopefully I can get it trimmed down to something that people are going to watch and not click off after 43 seconds. Seems how that's what the analytics are constantly being. Anyway, all that being said, that has no bearing on much. All right, so I want to skip past this and let me, from 3 hours ago, take it from here. Okay? Okay, I got the roofs back. So now, what I am going to do is finish this, and I don't suppose it'll take too long. But what I want to do is set up a boss fight. Going in here. So I want Maleficent to come out. And say, how do you do that? I just did a simple swap with her model name. And it's actually Syndrome, but it's going to be Maleficent. That's just the basics of it. And I've actually, I believe I did that, I don't know, half a year ago in a tutorial that nobody watched, but go hunting if you're all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a boss fight spawner in here, something that I wanted to do before and I didn't because of, well, you can see right here the boss fight spawner. Doesn't quite do what you want. And you could manipulate it by going right here. This is probably the easiest thing to do. But I think what I'm going to do is something a little bit different. I count the spaces here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stick it right there. And then properties, set it to Syndrome, and I want to double check here, make sure it's still Maleficent. I may have switched it back to Syndrome in the DNX file. Just going to get a power switch here, put that right there. New logic connection on. On. All right. New logic connection off. Off. Now this is not my favorite way of getting bosses in here, but I think I seen a little, yeah. I'm going to have to go switch that back to Maleficent. Wherever he is, I'm guessing he's inside a building somewhere. Maybe he's up here. Yeah. Alright, so let me just hit stop. Alright, I'm going to save this. And then I'm just going to stop it. And now I have to remember how I do this. Alright, so I'm in my assets folder. Disney Infinity 3.0 assets. If you don't know what I'm doing, it's the basics of modding. This is well beyond the let's build in this particular part. If you don't know modding, you're gonna have to watch my modding tutorials. It's hours of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm in the assets folder. I'm going to go to characters, and I'm going to find, let's see, for some reason these are not in order by alphabetical. Okay, here now they are. Alright, so make sure they're in alphabetical order, then you get your folders first, then your files. What I want, I'm going to hit Z, go to the last file, and then I'm going to go to I think it's INC for Incredibles, and then you want to find underscore syndrome, and you want boss. And if you don't have this decrypted, you're gonna have to watch the tutorials on how to do that. And I'm gonna actually copy it and paste it, so now I have two of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, after dnext, I'm going to just say .bk for backup. Yes. Alright, then I'm going to open the dnext file. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find, I'm going to Control F, and I want to find anything that has, see, behavior map file is going to be the same. Everything's going to be the same except certain things. So I'm going to just find all the instances of syndrome here. Alright, so we have, I'm going to leave that the same. If I'm not mistaken, it's just the pieces. The player icons, syndrome. That I'm going to change. So what I'm going to do is I want to also find I think it's under MAL. Yeah, Maleficent. All right, I'm going to open her up, and I'm going to swap between them. So I want icon name for her. Icon name. I'm not seeing it. Here it is. Here it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy what's in the quotation marks, and I'm going to replace that. That should just change the picture. Alright. Where's the next one? Piece file. I want to find the piece file. Alright, for Maleficent. Find piece file. And it's in a different order for her. So you just got to make sure you know what you're doing here. So I'm going to take what's in quotations above that. That's the Maleficent pieces file. And I'm going to replace what's in quotation marks not the L5_1, because it's in a different realm altogether. So just what's in quotations. So I'm going to say paste there. All right. So, and I don't want piece file here. I'm in the wrong file. Syndrome. I want model name. In quotations. Place that. Alright, what else? Health meter. Again, that's another icon. And she doesn't have one because this is her character file. So what I'm going to do, go back to icon name. And HUD player icons Maleficent. And let's see. Syndrome again. Actor type mask. That's the boss. I want to leave that. I'm going to leave the hierarchy. Load audio. That's what we want. We want load audio. And replace the audio with her instead of Syndrome. And it's two files. One right under the other one. The other one says name. And I think that's it. You're going to see uniform scale probably 2. If you haven't modded him yet, you want to change that to 1, otherwise it's going to be big. Maleficent, I think it's supposed to be a little bit taller. Let's see. I think I made her taller. Let's see. What did I have her? Oh, I never touched her. Okay, that's fine. It might behoove you to put her a little bit bigger, though. I mean, just because boss character, you know. Not too big. I'm just going to say 1.05. That might be too big, but whatever. That should be it. As far as this, there's other mods you can do. This is just the basic one. This is how I started, and I'm just doing this really quick. But if you pick this up, good. If you didn't, watch the videos. This is something you do not learn overnight unless you are a prodigy. I am not a prodigy. I've never met a prodigy. Maybe I have, and they just didn't tell me. Anyway, that's that, and this should work now. And I saved it. Now if I load this back up. All right. Let's get up here and test this out. I got the picture changed. Yeah, so it's got the syndrome. I don't know if we're in tight quarters here, but. But she does have the gravitational hit right there. And if it hits me, it will levitate me up. It should. I mean, I've done that before, and it worked. So, I got that. So now what I need to do, see, I didn't do any changes yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the folder. And instead of the character folder, remember I raised the boss fight spawner up 9 spaces. I think it was 9. So I'm in the assets folder. I'm going to go to Rumpus Rooms. No, Rumpus Objects in Rumpus Room. And what I want to do Here's the thing, I'm not sure exactly where the boss fight spawner is. So what I want to do is going to make a new folder here. And I'm just going to call it .000, whatever, just so it goes up to the top. And I'm going to take I want to make sure I get the right ones. So I want to say castle pieces. I'm not sure where Dunbrook is. I'm going to say castle pieces, set pieces, and block. And we'll move it into that folder and see what we got. Load it back up. See if I can freely move this. Alright, so apparently only some of them are considered castle pieces. I'm going to say building sets. Suburbs, no. I don't think they're in there. No building sets in there. And terrain blocks. Let's take population. Usually population's not. That's just decorations, but if anything else, it would be land composites, which I don't think I've ever opened, but let's see if we got it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to unzip land composites. Or actually, I just should have just moved the zip. It doesn't matter. Alright, we just want to find our boss fight spawner. Don't tell me that the boss fight spawner was in one of those. Well, there's an easy way to find that out. Oh no, it's got to be here somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put it down. Yeah, it's got to be there somewhere because otherwise it wouldn't be able to see it. So that's the checkpoint for on top of the. Well, I guess let me land on this. Sometimes you can't see it until you actually activate it. There. Gotcha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now hopefully we got it. Let's save it. Alright, so take all of these, paste them in there, back. So I just moved them. I didn't shut the game off when I did that, so all I want to do is load it. Alright, let's get up there and see if it's in the right spot. Is it good enough, or does it need to drop down one more? I think it's going to need to drop down one more. Well, it looks like she showed up on where she's supposed to be.
How dost thou fare? A foolhardy move indeed.
Now, her having boss mechanics, she might not. Yeah, she will not go down these. I don't know why. These aren't the Dunbrook stairs. So it looks like the boss fight has to happen right here. Probably should have put it down here, huh? Well, I was hoping that she would come down. Yeah, she's having trouble moving. So apparently she turns off to the right. Yeah, I have no idea where he is. He must be stuck inside the wall. Alright, so let's move it. Let's find where he is. Yeah, so he's stuck there. So let's move it to the left. So we're going to go like down. Oops. We're going to try to nudge it down a little bit. And then go over 2 to the left. That's what we're going to do. Alright. Undo move. And that should put him back in the... Yep. Alright, so... Let me actually stop it this time. Doesn't hurt the game. It just messes up my recording software sometimes. Okay. So let's see if we can find it. Remember, we want to nudge it down 1 and nudge it to the left 2. Alright, should be straight ahead. Alright, grab it. Nudge it down just a little bit. Alright, and then over 1, 2. And I wonder if it needs to be turned. Well, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm guessing it probably does need to be turned like that. Yes. I don't know if you can see it, but that little beacon thing. Let me just show you. See that little thing with the red flashing light? I think that needs to be in the back. Alright, so let me save it. Stop it. Take all those files. Paste them where they're supposed to be. Play the game. And let's get back up to the mountain. Alright, let's get it. Oh, that was too far to the left. Will she come down the stairs? That's the question.
Greetings.
That's what we want. Okay. Alright, so what we want to do now is have it so... All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna put a trigger area up here. And new logic connection entered. Player 1. I am looking for that switch on. Okay, then what I'm going to do is get a time delayer and no logic connection entered. Player 1. Start delay. New logic connection delay completed. Deactivate. Alright. Now I want to hide this. Where? That's a good question. Where do I want to hide it? I can hide it with all this stuff, and the only way I'll know what it is if I watch this video again. Well, that's not true. Trial and error works all the time. Let me turn this off first. I think by default, every time you load the toy box, it'll be off anyway, but just to make sure, or just to be for sure. And now, one of the things you might not know for 3.0 Gold Edition, regardless of how you have that hooked up, oh, it's not going to matter. It's in the wall. It's going to say, if you step on that, it'll always trigger it. Now, in the PS4 version, as long as you had logic hooked up to it, it turned that feature off. I don't know if it worked, if it was like that when it first came out, but they did definitely at least patched it so it wouldn't be like that. But PC, all right, here's another one I got to change back to Dusty Crop Hopper. All right. Now it's on to, ooh, one more thing. Before well, let's get this all set up done here. The sky changer, which I never got fixed. And if I did, I don't remember doing it on camera. All right, this is not hooked up to it, so I'm going to do logic connection exited, player 1. And we're gonna make sure it's at Sinister, Center of Sinister, you know, the one that looks like Dark Souls. Put that right there. So where's the horse? The horse comes out here. Now, is this go to the trigger area. Trigger area. 2 trigger areas? What's the story behind that? Delay completed. Okay, it does turn that off. Okay. And if we want, we can put another switch in here to turn everything back on if you want. New logic connection on. Activate. New logic connection on. This, in essence, will reset the game. There's another way to do it. I know. This is like right now. It's easier for me. And what we want to do Just tell that to activate. I think that's it as far as opening and closing the doors, and I'm not figuring that out because that's more than what this is worth. This is just to fight stuff. Probably also, I should hide this. Definitely. And before we're done, we should probably make the Sinister's Syndrome, whatever, that Sky Dome default regardless. And, but the other thing I want to do, because I don't think I did it. No. And that is, all right, I don't want simple toys. Let me get in here, get an autosave. We want enemy wave generator. And we want some locators. 2, 3. We want the little white dots facing you. I think 3 is going to be enough. Put these over here. So 1 on each side. And 1 face in the middle. 1, 2, 3. And this locator. That locator. And that locator. Configure wave. Now, if I can't find the goons in here, yeah, we can. All right. So she has 3 different types of goons. She has gators, pigs, and the vultures. I should change those. Let's say 3 of each. I know it's not, it doesn't seem like a lot. But let's see, that'd be 9 and 10. So let's go 2, 4. Let's say 2. And I could set it up a little different. I could set it up, fight them, and then she'd showed up. She would show up, but I'm not, am I? Entered player 1. Generate. Generate. And generate. Okay. Now, I also want to go to the properties on each one of these. Delay 0. Disable the effects on each one. All right. I'm gonna put that in the middle. Whatever, it doesn't matter. For now, that's what I want to do. I was gonna monkey with the teams. Why do I have a ledge here? Oh. So you don't see under it. I guess that's it. Oh, gonna have to do I have to do something with the teams? Is she gonna fight them? I think she's gonna automatically fight them. Whatever. She attacks her men anyway. It doesn't matter. Who cares what she does to her men? I don't want to get into the teams and everything. I just want to do something basic, get this done. All right. So, the other thing I'm going to do is I need a door. So I have to get one more toy. Properties. Destination. New toy box. New interior. I don't care what you name it. Name it whatever. Alright, and I did autosave, but I want to get a real save. Alright, and we want one of the pressure plates. It doesn't matter if it's kiln or brave. New logic connection activated. Change level, and by default it goes back to the origin. So that'd be the Forbidden Fortress. Require confirmation off. Alright, so what you do, as soon as you stand on it, don't wait. As soon as you stand on it, make sure you bring up your ribbon like that. Boom. Wait for it to load. That's the problem with big toy boxes. You gotta wait for them to load. That is why you're gonna see, let's see, the Castle City 2023. And then I'm going to have another toy box that you're going to see after that's done. So within the next couple weeks, you're going to see a Let's Build of New Delta City from the game Octopath Traveler 2. And that, for now at least, that's going to be it for large-scale toy boxes. I'm gonna go to tiny ones, small scale ones, because I've seen that you can get, you know, with bite-sized pieces, you can get the point across what you're doing. And I'm curious to see how I would do this in a small scale. I don't know how I would do this. I think I do, maybe I don't. It depends on the I guess what I would do is try to get something like that in the background and then approach it and not go inside it and then switch. I don't know. I'm just curious how I would do that. So now if I go to let's see. Oh, by the way, if you're interested, I fixed this. If you didn't know, the signs for Star-Lord in Disney Infinity 3.0, and I've done it in PS4, and the PC. They both are black screen. I fixed it. Say, how did you fix it? I did the same thing for file searches for the MTB files in Disney Infinity 2.0 and found the missing link. And I did that. If you're interested, let me know, and I will put the files up as a mod. If you're not interested, I'm not going to do anything. There's a lot. Now, if you want to know how to get Ferb, Ferb or Cosmo or any of the other Doofenhagen or whatever his name is, I don't know how to do that, because it seems to be that the model files for 1.0 and 2.0 are not compatible with 3.0. I've tried it with Cosmo, the dog, and because the model's not in 3.0. The texture pack is, but the model's not. And he will not load. And it's possible I did something wrong. I do have another thing I want to try out to see if I want to test something else out, but I need time to do that. I need to have the time. That is the thing. I need to have the time. Time does not always work. I wish these things had hit points, and I would totally make Metroid. Wouldn't that be cool? But I think I know why it didn't work, and if I can figure that out, I'll be your hero. I know it. Anyway, what we're going to do is take Maleficent Stone Raven, and we got to put it here. Now, we have a problem. What's the problem? The problem is I have the boss fight spawner there. So let's try... Oops. Well, at least I have the Stone Raven there. Yeah, if you didn't know that, once you get off the... once you switch it back to normal, you have to go in the door and come back out again. Also, your favorites are gone. So don't favorite something. No, it's not going to help us. Do not favorite anything until you save and reload. Alright, so delete that. Leave the Stone Raven there. We're going to play our trick again. We got to save it. Stop. Go back to the assets folder. Alright, so now the interiors has all of the toys for the interior. So let's take everything but that, right? Because right off the top of my head, I don't know where the Logic toys are. So I'm just going to move everything in there except interiors. And hopefully the infinity plate that you start on isn't in one of those, because I need something to stand on in order to get to go into spark mode. Alright, let's play this. Guess what? The Disney Infinity plate now, I know best bet would be to find the Stone Raven, but I have no idea what direction I'm at. So, what do? stop the game. And let's see. Maybe it's in Genesis. Let's see if Genesis gives us that plate. I'm just going to build it. Start a new one. Just because it'll be quicker to load. Nope. I think what I'm going to do, go back with everything loaded. I'm going to put a track piece down. Alright, let me get a track piece. And we'll put you right there. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I was off 2 because it was right here-ish, right? Wasn't it? Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, just put it on the edge right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Save. Turn it back off. All right, find all the spots, things that we want to get out of the way. We want to get out of the way. Definitely. Well, what's in metagame? I don't know. It's not. Let's try that. I don't think I'd be in templates. I don't know what Hall of Heroes. What would be in Hall of Heroes? Icons. I don't know. But I'm just going to put toy in there. See what happens. To see if the logic toys are in that folder. If they are, yippee skippy. Just going to open up and you know what? I want to open up something just to show off. Something I was working on. We'll do a... You'll see this in the 10th anniversary.
The fates have smiled upon us, my friend.
Why didn't you...
Our mighty partnership shall vanquish any foe.
All right. All right, so right here is supposed to be the end plate. So apparently that is there. Under the toy. I thought it was under Genesis, but it's under there. So there's also a trigger area there, and all those other logic things are gone. But anyway, this is a side scroller that's... just a tiny one. This is just to give you a taste of what I was talking about with tiny, small toy boxes. It doesn't have to be large, and you'll save a lot of space. But we'll get into that in different episodes. But I just figured I would give you a sneak peek while I was testing things out. Toy box saves. Alright, so should be out of the way. Haha! That's correct. So I didn't need to count. Oh man, I didn't need to count, but I'm the count. All right. All right, just had to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. All right, some people think that's not funny. All right, I don't know why I went out that far. I just need to save it. And now, stop it. And then, take all that, move it in here. And I should have just did one more thing that I need to do, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. And what I was going to say is make sure that the Sky Dome is set to default as Sinister's Syndrome, whatever. All right, get rid of this folder. Just double check there's nothing in there.
The fates have smiled upon us, my friend. Our mighty partnership shall vanquish any foe.
I also want to hide the reset switch. So setting this to default would actually eliminate the need to have that change because it is what it is, right? Right. All right, get rid of that. And should we get a weapons thing? Where is the... I'm not sure what it was called. Equipment, tools, or packs and tools. That's what it is. Set packs and tools. Add. Oh, all that does is puts it in our inventory. But that's fine. Let's use that. Just because it gives us some magic. I'm not a fan of magic. You know what's stupid is you can't have the other extra blasters and stuff in here. Climbing hook, why not? I guess that's fine, right? You can do what you want. Put a blunderbuss in there. I don't see any use for anything else. And hide it, and that should automatically set, I'm thinking. Oh, no. It does take some more than just placing it in here. And let's see. If I turn this off, let's deactivate that just for fun. Where's the defeat manager? Properties. And do I need to activate that? Yep. New logic connection off. And I'll deactivate this. Alright. Save. Alright. And if we load in, that happens. Where's the sword? Oh. All right. Let's see what happens. Where's the fog? Remember the locators that I had? Are they in here somewhere? I know I set that up. Did I do all that in a different save? I saved that somewhere else. Alright, y'all remember when I made that steam or smoke come out? Yeah. That must be somewhere else. Because I'm not seeing a 1 of those locators. And summoner, time delayer. There's only 1 power switch. Alright, let me reload it. Because I got the horse over there. And I'm going to have to redo the effects generator with the smoke. And you've already seen me do that, so I'm just going to cut that out of here. Okay. It's all set up. Let me get to the starting point here. Got the horse. Come on. What's his name? I forget. Maximus? No, Victor. I can't remember what the horse is. This is Philippe. I know that. But Prince Philip's horse. I said it once in somewhere in this playlist. I think it was in this playlist. Anyway, we got some bears here. They're not going to follow me because after 50 parsecs, or 50 blocks worth, they're going to disappear. So you don't have to fight them. I don't have to fight them. I'm just going to go up to Medusa. Cut off Medusa's head. Let me get my weapons of choice here. Oh, don't tell me. Why is it Vader? Alright, everything. Now it's hard to see in here. Oops, I just hit my horse. Where are the other pig guards? Oh. Man, I just chopped through them like butter. Then I have to go beat Maleficent. See, there's our raven.
Yes, I am here.
Now, if I had it programmed with her actual moveset, she'd probably do a little bit more damage. But her being the boss, you can only use the movesets of those that are already in the boss fight spawner. So I'd have to figure something else out. But anyway, this is that. I'll revisit this again in the in the 10-year anniversary, which I don't know what's coming first. But you'll get to see this again. But anyway, that's it. Finally, we're done with... we're finally done with the Forbidden Fortress. I totally had forgotten about it. And it's been what? I don't know. 4 months? 5 months? And that is it for the Forbidden Fortress. So let's get out of here, Felipe. Wrong button.
Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to give me a like before you click out. And also, if you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do it now! And click the bell icon if you want to know what I'm up to before I even know what I'm up to, because it helps you see into the future. And I just made that up. Until next time, this is That Brown Bat reminding you to keep on building.